Shalom. This is an emergency broadcast alert giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Rikakodash, in whom we are in great debt. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, continue doing so, standing firm in the eyes of terror, who I learned this truth from. To the elders, the bishops, Akim and Akwab, salutations and blessings to the house of David. We are the hopeful elect. And this is going into the law because lately they have been, well, not lately, but they've been talking about this for quite a while. And as the migrants come in, a lot of the things that are normal are not normal anymore. And they've been talking about shortages, and they have been talking about crime, and they also talked about how the police are overwhelmed and how some people continue to say that the police are abusing them, and it goes on and on and on. And so I said to myself, let me look to see what is it that they do. So I know I got to hear this, but let me go right here where I started, right? Because this is where I started. I went in and I just typed this in. Law changed in 2024, 52 states. Okay. And so I started reading, and it says, here are all the new state laws going into effect in 2024. And so I'm not going to go into it too much because you can go in it, you can look it up, you can, type it in your Google search or Yahoo, whatever. I'm just going to explain to you what I've read. Okay. But really short. Let me see where I saw it at. Okay, so it says, stay informed. The latest labor and employment law change across state include California, Massachusetts, Maryland, and New York. So I know I clicked in here. Let me see where it is. Law won't take effect until Congress take legal. All right, so at least 29 states have considered legislation related to daylight savings times, including, that's, BS. We don't really care about those things. This is employment. A slow effect. Where did it go? Effect. Previewing new law set to take effect in 2024. So preview new law, new NBC, what is it? Law, several states across country that will take effect this year. Protection for electronic workers to gender neutral toy. So it's giving me a BS, man, because I saw it. I don't know where I saw it. Give me a second. I'm just going to have to keep looking. Okay, so this is for New York City. Does every emergency call requires police response, right? So it's, if you go into this here, they talk about how is it that when you call 911, someone's going to question, how they question to see where's the emergency, and they ask questions and they asking you if they have a gun, et cetera, right? But now, instead of just going into those details, they're going to ask you personal questions and how you feeling and how many people are involved because they don't want to send the police officer. They're going to send a social worker to your house. If you got into a domestic dispute with your spouse, or if you got into a scuffle with your neighbor, little things like that nature. Okay, so they're not going to be responding. They're not going to send a police officer for any little thing as they used to. Okay, all righty then. So where is it? So see what they saying is a mental crisis call to police call can deadly. Okay, wait. Salakia. So this is what they're using. All right, as an excuse not to send a police officer when you call the police for an emergency. Mental crisis, right? Because they've been putting that up lately a lot on YouTube and in the news. Police stop and kill someone because they had a mental issue and so on and so forth. They've been doing that for the last couple of years, right? But it's only like one out of. I understand it's somebody's family, but regardless, one out of how many million people or hundreds of thousands. So they're using this not to send the police to your house. Why? Because the laws are changing. They changed the laws. So police are not going to be answering your like a 911 call will not bring the police to your house unless there's a shootout or something. And the law is there, but it's just starting to take effect. Now let's see what Pittsburgh is doing. All right, because I found this from Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh DA critical of Pittsburgh police staffing changing mayor response. So they doing everybody. All the states are doing it. Okay, they're not. You remember those boxes back in the days? That red box. They used to be by the phone. They bringing that back. They're bringing that back because they're not going to answer the 911 call. So you're going to have to talk to that box while you're getting a beat down. Or if you're if you're surviving the beat down, you're going to wait. Anyways, real quick, let me go to Ezekiel 38. And verse 21, because I just want to get to the point. And I will call for a sword against him throughout all my mountain, saith the Lord, thy power. Every man's sword shall be against his brother. So I know that is through Esau that the Most High is doing this, but it's the Most High who's doing this. He is causing the chaos because he is changing the order of things. All right, because this kingdom needs to go down. This is Second Esdras 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. Why? Because the people who were there to break things up, they're no longer going to be there, especially for you women. You love to call 911 for every little BS thing you feel like they ain't coming. your beat down will be done. You gonna get a beat down. They gonna give you the beat down you ask for opening your mouth, for not respecting. And that's not only that. That purge is about to hit big time because hold on a second. Let me get this. Hold on a second. See what it says here? Pittsburgh police will only respond to calls of in progress emergencies as part of new staffing. In other words, like if you got into an altercation, with someone in the street or whatever, and they broke it up and he got away, they ain't gonna come to make no report. You got to go to the police and make the report. You got to call a box. You can't. They're not gonna answer the phone. They're gonna send someone to your house, but it's not gonna be police unless if they call and is enough for them to go out there and catch the perps doing whatever it is that they're doing, or an innocent bystander. Because although we're none of us are innocent, we all are guilty of something. Even me, I'm guilty of something. Although I might be sitting here making this video, somewhere online I did something that I was guilty of that I'm paying for of my sins. But that's not here or there. We're talking about a purge that is coming to America, which a lot of us are not going to be saved from. Let's see what else we can find here. Okay, so you guys remember this? National Guard to be deployed in New York City subways. But guess what? It's a lot of bullshit because before they actually do implement such a thing, shit needs to get crazy. And how is going to get crazy? When those so-called peace officers are not showing up anymore. Because it's already started. Because it says here, New Yorkers lukewarm on National Guard deployment. Let's click on that. Let's click on that. All right, so New Yorker lukewarm. Wait. New Yorkers lukewarm on National Guard deployment to deter subway crime. Well. To deter subway crime. Out of all the things that are happening, it says, give me a second. I don't want to make this video too long. Of course, right? See, who is going to say that is a good idea? The Edomites. Who is going to say it will turn into racial profiling? The ones who are suffering from racial profiling already since day one. Even though we don't know if this guy's an what do you call it, Arab, right? But guess what? You know how many Jakes look like that? How many Jakes look like that? So look at this guy over here. Oh, wait. Okay, so you think Jake, an Israelite, true slave, right? Because guess what? This is African, man. This guy's African. Won't be doing this stupid shit over here like that. And these guys ain't gonna say nothing to him. But if it was a Jake, they might have tell him, listen, man, you can't do this over here, man. Go somewhere else. So look at here. Criminal justice experts told the BBC that I don't want to even mention this woman's name. Plan would probably not address the core cause of subway disturbance and could rise constitutional issues. Of course, it's going to rise constitutional issues because All they're gonna do is harass Jake. And if they don't create a situation that they cannot, or should I say, they won't be able to use that law because they have other laws that they can arrest you already, and you can't use the Constitution. You can't get a lawyer, right? So they have to have the perfect situation for them to do what they're going to do, which is martial law. And they're working on it. They might just step back a little bit, but they're there, ready to push it, right? So I just did this fresh. I haven't even had a chance to look over it, right? But look who they put. Jake Woman. They always do that. Woman loses both feet after boyfriend allegedly pushes her. Well, guess what? If there were police, you know, or cameras, or just say like sensors that will allow certain things not to happen. They have, where was it that I saw that? I think it was Russia has like these plastic panels with doors, and the whole train is covered. So the only time they open that door is when the train stops. That's not expensive. You're gonna tell me that's expensive to do with so much money you've been sending to Ukraine? You're gonna tell me you can't put a barrier? No, they put this bullshit barrier with metal. You could go around that shit, or you can wait for somebody to walk around it and push them. Then, but that's another. It's why are they putting 4-year-old gossip boy lost his arm and his family have a world away. He's getting a second chance. I'm like, so they pick and choose the stories that they put. I mean, this is like a game to them, a constant game. So right here, I know this is off topic a little bit, but how an elite New York police unit rehearse? Man, you should go on a freaking diet. I would put them both on leave until they lose at least 20 pounds. No pay, motherfucker. You lose at least 20 pounds. See what I tell you? Look, being stopped and searched would ruffle some feathers a little bit because I am a black male and I know people of color would feel a way about that. Sorry for the interruption. Salakia. Where was I? Black male, and I know people of color, and that means everybody in general, like all blacks, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, because they know who we are. Okay, New York City police officers know who their people are. Okay, they're not gonna bother so much those foreign people, man, that are coming over, man. They're not. They're not. They're not. Look, man. Where's that picture at? There's a perfect example right there, man. All right, here's a perfect example. Right? Look at this guy. He's carrying but look at this guy. He's plugged into the wall. So what they're making it look like that they pulled off. They pulled over a migrant. These guys don't be carrying around so much stuff, man. They don't be carrying around bags like that. I see them right in front of my window, man. They carry those bags when they go into the shelter. Normally, when they're in a train, they don't carry those bags. They're just carrying a pack bag or something. And that's what normally Jake does, right? Have a pack bag and a hoodie. This guy don't have a hoodie. This guy might have one, or because this I don't know what's going on here really. They could have told him to take off his coat. I don't know. A number of things could have happened here. But it looks like they checking his baby's bag and shit. I don't know, man. This is Second Ezra 16, verse 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon, aka America, and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria, because y'all, believe it or not, although they might again be in another country like Egypt and Syria and Asia, all those people are here also. They mingle with Babylon. They're gonna get the same share Babylon's gonna get. All right. The only difference is that Babylon, the land, America, is gonna be wiped out. That's the only difference. But everybody else is gonna get their whoop, the ass whoop. All right. They're not just gonna be standing by, look and say, "Oh, look what happened to America." No, a lot of them are going to see and feel the pain because shit, or if not all going into slavery, they all have to serve Yahweh Bashin Yahushai. Second Ezra 16 and verse 2. Gird up yourselves with cloth of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. And back in the days when someone was suffering or someone died, they put like a sackcloth, and it was a sign of them that they were mourning and whatnot. And they would throw dirt on themselves or to look that they were having a bad, horrible time. And this is what is talking about spiritually. Get ready because it's coming for you, for all the atrocities that you've been doing to the people of Yahweh Bashin Yahushai. A sword is set upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is set among you, and who may quench it? A plague are sent. So, like your plagues are sent unto you, and what is he, or should I say, a plague are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away an hungry lion in the woods, or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it has begun to burn? And this place has begun to burn. All right. And there's a lot of hungry lions, man. Spiritually. Anyways, that's all I have. I hope you're edified. And give me 1 second. Yeah. I hope you're edified. And shalom. Those emergency boxes are going to be put. They're going to put them up again, man. So you could, press those buttons, man, because the phones ain't going to be working no more. Especially late at night. Shalom.